to Magic and Miracles. I'm Anna. I'm your coach. I've been on YouTube for 2 years, 9 years in total. I'm a coach, a life coach, a manifestation coach now on YouTube. And I've created Magic and Miracles to help people of all walks of life. If you want to be in coaching with me, the packages that are available are the signature package that I've designed throughout the 9 years that I've been a coach, tweaking it, perfecting it, and bringing it to YouTube in this package form so that everybody can take advantage of this program that could be implemented in 2 to 3 months. This is what I recommend in coaching with me in the signature package. It's 12 sessions a month, 3 times per week. We rendezvous via Zoom or via a phone call. Everything's recorded for posterity, for my notes, for your notes, to keep progress, and for me to keep track of progress. But for me, most certainly, to re-listen to certain passages, get to know you, get to know your history. I do this process in 3 steps. Number one, we need to cover your history, really get to know your beliefs. What's keeping you stuck in your current situation? This is of paramount importance. Don't shy away from this work. This is the only way it's done. And upon which we will embark on processing emotions that are still keeping you stuck with the old paradigm. This paradigm needs to shift for you to be able to become a different version of yourself that's attracting different circumstances, events, and people. Okay. So, releasing of the emotions, restructuring your belief systems, really going after the old structure that no longer serves you. This you owe to yourself. Okay. If you want to become a different person, you need to think differently, you need to feel differently, you need to vibrate differently. Without it, there's no part in your life that's really going to work out the way that you want to. It's just the truth of it. I'm a very direct coach, and I will always tell you the truth. The final step and the third step in my coaching process is, of course, manifestation. Manifestation is what you really want to master, but you're not able to do this unless you really learn yourself. Face your demons, know thyself. Okay, this is the most important thing that you will learn in your life. And so when you have this clean palette, you're ready then to embark on this journey of, all right, now I want to play jazz. And of course, I teach you everything I know, everything that helped me manifest, the energy work, i.e., magic spells. It's energy work. Somebody commented the other day that it's witchcraft. It is not witchcraft. You're already doing it. You're just doing it in a more concentrated form. You're made of energy. The universe is made of energy. It's inescapable. You're already doing it. You're already a magician. It's just, are you working in your favor or against yourself? Okay. So I teach you how to become a magician of your life on purpose to benefit yourself. You leave my coaching, honestly, if you pay attention, if you're open, honest, and humble enough to accept that, yes, your way is not working, Anna, show me another way, you will achieve great success. 99% of people who come into my coaching, I am not even exaggerating, because they know my personality. They know I will be on their ass for completing homeworks and this and that, and really demand results. They stick to the program, they achieve great results. After which you can come back for some touch ups. Sometimes things come up. There's a package for that, 5 sessions for the touch ups. You don't have to use them in a row. You can, use them whenever. But after that, you can use the touch ups, but you are essentially equipped to the teeth for your life, for the entirety of it, not just SP. I help, people quit jobs, create businesses, blah, 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 regain their confidence. It's not just SP. Understand that even though you think that it's about your SP, it really is about you. Once you change, your SP will come back and it's going to be another situation. Okay. If you implement everything that I'm teaching you and you continue doing it, I mean, it goes without saying, this is your life's work. Okay. So on the go, it's just less sessions, 7 sessions for somebody who's not available 3 times per week. But I really just want to say the signature package is the real deal. This is how you want to go if you want to do it at all. Just attack the monster, attack the demons, okay? Hardcore straight away. If you want to downgrade later to the on the go, we can discuss these things. Okay. And of course, the installment payments. Okay. Always have to mention this because I still get emails, still get questions. Yes, I accept these installment payments now through Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay. All you have to do is follow the links below. I have all the links for the installments, but on my website also, if you click on the products like signature package, on the go package, 4 sessions, and video school, on the bottom of the description, you will see a link. Okay, it says, if you want to pay in installments, here's your link. You click this link, you fill the information out, you pay, and then you reach out to me and say, Anna, I just signed up. This is when I'm available for my first session. And I'll send you the coaching agreement that which you need to sign by hand, print, date, and then return to me. And then we'll rendezvous via Zoom again and let me know if you prefer Zoom or a phone call. Okay, so if you have any questions, please email me. Hi, Ketvi. How are you? Already laughing. We're smiling. So today we have a very special treat, and we're going to have a session with a volunteer. Her name is Sophie. Okay. She's not going to be on camera, like I said, because she wants to protect her anonymity, which I totally respect. But this is what it's like to have a first session with me. And I'm giving you an exclusive look into it if you're thinking about coaching with me, but just in general, to see what a coaching session looks like with a coach who knows what they're doing. Okay. So, everybody, welcome Sophie. Sophie, I'm ready for you when you're ready. Just give her a minute so she could join me. Here we go. I just added you. Hi, Sophie. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I know it's very early in Australia. I'm so sorry. It's
That's all
6:30
right. I'm
a.m.
here.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So, welcome. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that. Um, so we're gonna pretend like nobody's here, and why don't you tell me? I mean, you want to come into my coaching, you told me anyway, right?
Mm. I mean, that would be ideal.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, why would you want to coach with me? Like, what concerns you have?
Um, the concerns I would come in with for me are about finances and my general life situation, just improving everything overall.
Can you speak a little louder? I can barely hear you. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Um, my general situation, but
Oh, much
I
better.
think
Thank you so much.
that's okay. Yeah, like work and love life, really.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
So tell me more.
Well, I mean, I watched a really dear relationship crumble and have since learned what I did really to make that happen. Um, I've
Hmm.
only been kind of learning about this kind of stuff for the last few years. Well, for the last maybe year. Um, but really, I can see in hindsight what happened
Hmm.
and how a really negative kind of financial mindset really helps it kind of all come to a crashing halt. There are
Right.
some life circumstances right now that are just really hard for me to come to terms with, which is why I think I need a bit of help. Yeah.
Okay.
So I
I'm
just
sorry, I don't mean to complain, but can you speak any louder? I just want to be able to hear every single thing you're saying. I'm so
oh,
sorry.
okay. That's all
No.
right.
Okay, I think this is better now.
Is there
Okay,
anything you missed?
this is better now. It's not so much that I
Oh,
missed;
great.
it's just the volume is kind of low. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Um, Sorry, I don't mean to complain, but just want to make sure I hear everything. Okay, so can you expand on that so that we can talk about it?
Yeah. I mean, I ended up living out, living with strangers. Now I live with two. I'm in my 40s and now I'm back in a share house when I was in a relationship where we were about to, we've been trying to have a family and we freaked out all.
I didn't hear the
I can
last part.
just see how it happened, you
No,
know.
I didn't. Sorry, I didn't hear the
Oh,
last part.
um, the my I I basically just kind of freaked out over time, so I didn't really see how badly it was happening. But I lost all of my confidence work wise. I um, became really negative, and just because I was scared about buying a house, doing all that stuff, um,
Mm-hmm.
having getting my career sorted, looking back, I've had lifelong troubles with work and my self-esteem, like being included. Um, it's quite interesting how lovely this relationship was, because I felt like he believed in me, but
Mm-hmm.
I think I didn't really believe in myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um,
And how did you leave it with this person?
he broke up with me.
He broke up with you. Okay. So you were gonna get married to this guy.
I mean, I wanted to. We'd been together for 7 years.
Okay.
We'd been talking about children, buying a house, and all of that kind of stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the pressure of it all made me want to be better. And so I felt like I needed to find some kind of magic bullet solution,
Mm-hmm.
um, that was a stable career that I could have once I came back from having children. And that was a lot of pressure, trying to buy the house, trying to do all this stuff while he was at work. But ultimately, I was just getting really lonely
Right.
while while we were working. While he was at work, and I was trying to figure all this stuff out in my head.
Mm-hmm. Are you working right now?
I've been studying, so I was
Mm-hmm.
working up until a few weeks ago, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I haven't had much luck with jobs this year. Um,
Okay. Do you want to find employment?
of course, but
Yeah.
I basically since the breakup, had I just have been losing confidence. So I was at a point where I would just go to work and I'd be crying all the way to work, and I'd find
Mm-hmm.
myself crying constantly.
Okay, I just want to put this together so that I have a good perspective. So, you've
Yeah,
been with this person for 7 years. This is what I have so far. You were
yeah,
working at that point. Yes?
yeah.
Yes. And y- it sounds like your work, it gives you confidence when you're there. Do I have
Um,
that right?
yeah, I think um somewhat. I think I can see a pattern where I've always had um found a way to feel bad about myself, even
Okay.
at work, everywhere. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just so which trigger so just trying to find the reason that it's hard for you to find work right now, right? Meaning energetically. Is it
Yeah.
do you feel it's the confidence of the break because the confidence got shaken by the breakup? Do you feel like this is the reason?
I think everything feels kind of too much. I think like everything feels like too little, too late.
Too little, too late. Why do you say that?
I don't know. It's um
Well, if you don't know, we're in trouble.
I think, I feel kind of mortified, like I'm really embarrassed
Okay.
by by myself, by the situation I've got myself in.
Okay,
Yeah,
self-blame, embarrassment.
yeah.
Okay. But you've done nothing wrong. So far, what you're telling me, I don't feel like you've done anything wrong. What do you think that you've done wrong?
I think the amount of time I spent trying to change my career,
Mm-hmm.
trying to like I leaned on him, but I thought we were a team. I
When you say leaned on him, what do you mean by that?
I mean, kind of financially, but I think I became a bit of a baby. Like he was really, I was really wanting him to do too much for me in hindsight.
Okay, can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, um, I got really insecure. We ended up moving in with a friend over COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I stopped cooking. Like these people were professional chefs, and
Mm-hmm.
I felt embarrassed. I just felt very embarrassed about my own abilities, and
Because you couldn't cook?
yeah, or as well as them. Yeah, just lots of dumb things, lots of dumb
Mm-hmm.
reasons.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and so I think, yeah, just lots of little not feeling good enough moments stacked on top of
Okay.
each other.
Can we kind of go into your childhood a little bit now, and who made you feel inadequate in your childhood, do you think?
I think I could put it down to my mum and my brothers.
Your mother?
Maybe, yeah. I've
How
been
so?
thinking about, yeah, the last few days I've been thinking, and there's this one thing that I used to hear a lot, which was, "It's not all about you."
Hmm.
Um, that that was a common one.
Okay.
Um, um,
What else?
so I was the only girl with a bunch of boys,
How
um,
many?
3 boys.
And are you in the middle, youngest or oldest?
Yeah, middle.
Middle. So middle child.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So generally, like, I was used to feeling kind of threatened because they could be kind of scary and
Hmm.
um, not include me. I think being not
Okay.
included is a big one. I think that's yeah. Um,
Okay. How did you do in school?
I did okay. Like I was smart, but I didn't probably didn't do as well as I could have.
Hmm. Were you? Would you say you were the popular kid, or maybe
I
a
would.
little shy, or how would you describe yourself?
I wanted to be friends with everyone.
Okay. And were you?
Really, yeah. Mostly, I think I wasn't really willing to commit to anyone in particular. But yeah, I
Okay.
had my group of friends and I think we were the popular ones in some way, but I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really think of myself that way.
Okay. So maybe just, the substitution from what you didn't get at home with brothers.
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm. But were any of your brothers nice to you, or they were all kind of
Yeah,
none?
yeah. I my little brother. Um, they were just like they didn't know. Like my brother said to me recently, like you used to really like be able to give what you got or like um stand up to us, and I was just like, yeah, no, that's
Hmm.
it's not how it felt.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a lot easier to say it now than then. Um,
Mm,
so would it be accurate to say that you felt alone at home
yeah.
growing? Okay. What was your relationship with your father?
Uh, I was like, if you'd ask my brother, well, I was his favorite.
Okay.
He was like fly in, fly out, and then he passed away when I was 16.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. But when you think of him today, do you have warm feelings about him, or what do you feel?
Yeah, I do, but I still feel kind of sad about it.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah.
Well, said about the passing, no doubt, but just generally, your relationship, was it fuzzy and warm, or just?
Yeah, I think it was very like he was a lot older.
Hmm.
Um, so he was like there was an element of like seen but not heard parenting going on. But
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
So
And
another so there
yeah,
was a bit of yelling in the house, basically.
yelling.
Yeah.
Okay, who was yelling?
I think both my parents.
Both parents. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you feel today about your mom? She's living, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
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 All right. Um. Okay. What's the relationship now with her, and how do you feel about her?
The relationship's like pleasant. Um, she's
Pleasant.
yeah, she's lovely. She she's a huge stress head.
Stress
um,
hits.
yeah, she's stresses out a lot. She
So
doesn't
why do you
like.
say it's pleasant then? Or did I mishear?
Well, I keep it
Oh,
at
you keep it
at a
civil.
distance. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Got it.
but she's
Okay.
not doing anything. You know,
Right.
she's not doing anything bad. It's just that she's a big warrior, and
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Can you tell me a little more about what your mom would tell you when you were little?
yeah. Yeah, there's that. It's not all about you. There's um, I just I just remember being laughed at a lot.
Loved it. By your
um,
mom?
yeah, like this
Mm.
kind of way of her laughing as though I was like maybe as though I was adorable, but it was actually like it felt because I have this feeling of needs not being met. I feel like it was kind of mean. like
It
I
was,
took it
say
as
again, it
I,
was what?
I think I took it as kind of mean. Um,
Mean. Mm.
yeah, but it might not have been. I think she was just being a parent to four kids. Um,
Well, what do you remember her laughing at you about?
um, I think just me trying to do anything. I just don't think I'm just. I think like I was allowed to do everything I wanted. Like I had all of this kind of activities that they would get me to, all of these sports.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know why I felt like I had to be helpful or I wasn't.
Helpful.
I'm not
People
yeah,
please kind of
yeah.
feel. Okay. Was she doing this to your brothers or just to you?
I think it was more expected that I would be I th I thought that it was a different relationship with me than it was with the boys. I thought the boys could do
Okay.
whatever they wanted. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Here
don't
we
I
go.
don't know though.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We have a picture. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. Tell me a little, sorry, about relationships. Just the very first memorable one, something that stands out, a real boyfriend, let's just say, put it this way. Who was your first
Yeah.
boyfriend and how did it go?
Um, I think I like trust was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think I ended up feeling not chosen. really.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think I got clingy,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
also, yeah, I don't know.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, I feel like I was kind of out of his league, and I don't know how it got to the
Out of
point
his
where I wasn't.
league.
Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, that's why I'm laughing.
Oh, you
um,
were out of his league, but yet, okay, that's interesting. Okay.
yeah. Anyway,
Um, what's another one after that? What happened in
um,
that one?
I think like a lot of my relationships, like if we talk about, they just kind of end because like lots of my actual friendships end as well. Like, um, and I think it comes down to me kind of refusing to get over something or feeling, not being able to handle an emotional situation.
Not being able to get over something. Can you give me an example?
Um, yeah, just um, me being maybe stubborn and a situation arising where I'm not getting what I want, um,
Mm-hmm.
and other people will agree with the other person, and I will just not have anything to do with any of them anymore. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I feel like I've just, and it's not out of like ego or, well, it probably is, but it's more out of me feeling so upset inside. I can't
Unsafe,
face it.
maybe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So is it something big, or is it what would they say?
Um, yeah, one was around my a friend deciding to date someone who I had been with for about 5 years, who I felt had really manipulated and fucked with my head,
Mm-hmm.
by telling lies and whatnot. And it's like they were keeping his friendship over mine. And one of the girls decided to date him, and
One of the
I
girls
just thought
decided to date him.
to date him, and I just thought it was insane because it was like she hadn't been listening to me at all about what I'd experienced, and
Okay, I am
and
not following. Let's start over. Sorry. It's very
I'm
important
trying to
I
give you an
follow.
example. Yeah,
Okay, you're at a party somewhere. Where are you? What was said?
no,
Okay,
no,
just
yeah, this is just not an in person. This is
okay.
just a scenario that happened where um where a friendships broke down because of this kind of scenario where I felt like these friends of mine hadn't listened to me about this person who
Okay,
I
got it
dated
now.
not being a safe person to date.
All right, and and
Um,
and she did it anyway.
yeah, and all of our
Well,
friendships broke down, and then she had a terrible relationship with him, and
well,
I'm
good
not friends
luck
with any
to
of them.
her. But why should it upset you?
I think it's more that I created that situation.
How did you create that?
I mean, everything I've been learning about how we create our reality, it seems like I did
Well,
somehow.
yeah, but being responsible for other people's lives, don't you think that's too much?
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure. I just didn't know. I couldn't figure out whether, it's a crazy situation where you're not sure what
Hmm.
you. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I
so
don't. I think maybe here's what I have so far, and you tell me if I'm completely off track. I
yeah,
think you're very much wounded by the way that you were ostracized at home, not included. Um, you didn't have the emotional support. at home. Um, you tried to substitute it at school. I don't think it was successful. Okay. And you desperately wanted your mom's approval, and all she did was make fun of you. That is has left you with deep sense of inadequacy. Um, and you're looking perhaps for validation and love in all the wrong places. Like even this experience, right? We're just talking for the first time. I don't know anything about you. I could be wrong, but even in this scenario where someone's not paying attention, not listening to you, not giving validity to your opinion, I feel like maybe this is not your problem at all. That's not where you get your validity. Your validity comes from, I believe in myself, and if others don't pay attention, well, they can go fuck themselves, quite literally, so quite frankly, right?
Yeah,
What do you think so far, what I have?
I agree.
Okay. Okay. I think there's the way, like, I'm sensing also your energy. I feel like there's a gigantic hole inside of you of that motherly love that you never received. Just like you're crying, just it's obvious. There's a lot of emotions to uncover there where all you really wanted was to be seen. All you really wanted was to be accepted for who you are. And now you're 40 years old today, and you still have this necessity of like, come and fulfill me, where I want, if you'll ever end up in coaching with me, I would want to see you so strong, so powerful, that you would be so self-assured you wouldn't give a shit about what anybody else said or did. So um what I would work on, I already can just like propose this now, like 30 minutes into it. I would literally write down um, all of the things that bothered you in childhood. Every single time that you felt inadequate, every single time that um, you were like, huh, that's a weird reaction. I expected support or something like this. And I would sit with these emotions. There's more that I do in coaching one on one, but this is a start to just even acknowledge all of these things um, that are in the back of your mind still playing. And that's a good start to even identify them and put them on paper. Um, I feel it's your mom that kind of really did a number on you. What do you say?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Yeah. And I have this like feeling, and again, could be wrong, but that there's narcissistic tendencies there. Like, what kind of parent loves at their own child, kind of deal, in a mean way, and
I think
maybe, go
I
ahead,
might
sorry.
have interpreted it that way. I I
Well,
I just think she was kind of immature emotionally, really.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, and today, even what you're telling me, like today, your relationship is a stressor. So it's like you're keeping it at a distance and, kind of like trying to be civil. What I'm hearing also is like, I need to do things to make sure this relationship is okay. So you also may be feeling like it's up to you to make sure this relationship is civil. Otherwise, it's not going to be civil, clearly. So that there's this like exhaustion inside of you where it's like, I need to make sure, I need to work hard, rather than, you know what, fuck off, quite frankly. If you don't want to do a relationship on my terms, have the confidence to walk away. I'm not suggesting you do it, but just entertain this idea where you can be this powerful, like, you don't like it, goodbye, I'm okay with myself, kind of deal. um what This is the question that I really wanted to ask you, actually. What do you do for work, if it's not confidential?
Um, well, I'm not doing it at the moment anyway.
Well,
So, yeah.
what are you good at? Let's say it like that.
Yeah, I had a very technical job, um, and s yeah.
Okay.
So,
Is it something that you really love?
Yeah, it is.
It is. Oh, good. Lovely. Okay. Is there a way for you to do what you do for someone else for yourself?
Um, Not really, no.
Not really. Okay. All right. And I assume your resume is stellar, is it not?
Um, there's a lot of stuff on there, but I think it's just the confidence, yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
the
Okay.
recent work history because I kind of floated around trying to find something else.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been looking now?
About 2 years?
2 years. Oh no,
No,
we need to
longer.
get on this.
No, I've had bad jobs in between. Like, I
Okay.
just keep ending up working in these situations where it just feels I feel trapped a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, there's this other thing with you, the trapping. With the guy that you described with 7 years, um, was it a fear of getting exactly what you want, you think?
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That this is unsafe to do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had everything I wanted.
Right. And you sabotaged
Yeah.
it. I'm not saying this to make you feel bad, just
Yeah, yeah,
observing.
yeah. I
Yeah,
agree.
I'm
I
sorry.
agree.
Have to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But you left it on good terms in terms of like on speaking terms, no?
I mean, we're on speaking terms, but I reacted horribly, like
What
horribly
did you
to
do?
the whole thing. Oh, I told everyone everything.
Oh, it's okay. But you
Yeah,
weren't
I just
nasty to him, were you?
there was a little bit where because of what I found out, I was pretty harsh.
Mm.
I was just really hurt
What did you find out, if you can say?
that he'd been entertaining other people.
Oh, yeah, well, how else should you react?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but come on. You're
Yeah, like,
human.
he asked for a separation, but and it was very confusing what he meant, and so he was saying to me that he was yeah, anyway, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
just not being clear with me, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So, but at that moment, just curious, did you recognize that this is what was happening, that your thoughts created it, or not really? Or did this kind of happen later that you understood that? Sophie? Uh-oh. Sophie, can you hear me? Sophie? Uh-oh. Live session. Okay, let's wait a little bit. Sophie, please come back. All right. What do I do? Mid-session. Okay. I think she left for some. Oh, Sophie, are you here? I think she's trying to log back in. Can you? Oh, okay. Let's give her a minute. Hmm. There's nothing I can do to help. Okay, Sophie, let me know. I'm gonna wait for you, of course. It's your show. Oh, here we go. Are we good now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi,
Sophie.
sorry,
Oh,
my
hi.
phone
Thank
overheated.
God. I was like, what am I going to do the rest of the time? Anyway, go
Sorry.
ahead. So it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right. So when was the last time you spoke to your SP?
Um, Probably a few months ago, maybe.
Hmm. What
Yeah.
was the conversation?
Um, we had lunch, and he was telling me how he was going overseas.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Where is
and how he
overseas?
Europe. He was going
Oh,
with someone who he was dating.
oh, and he's having lunch with you. How does that
Yeah,
work?
I don't know. Every now and again, he asked to hang. He asked to catch up.
Oh, he's yours. Come on. Please, I if my guy went and had a lunch with his ex, I would be like throwing bullets around here. No, just kidding, just kidding. Um, wow. Okay, so you have the in, you have the door back in. That's wonderful. I don't think he's so happy with her. Tell me more. What did he say? Sorry, I interrupted you. Okay, our connection again fell through. Sophie, I can't hear you. Just so you know.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Oh, great.
So
Yeah.
I was asking about what the conversation was. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just every now and again, he'll ask if I'd like to catch up, and
Hmm.
I'll sit there and try to get through it, basically.
But what are you guys
um,
talking about?
just life things. What is life's like? What mine's like, and I'll tend to just not give up as little as possible. Really, I don't know, because I
Hmm.
don't feel very proud of myself. There's this,
Hmm.
yeah. Um,
Okay. And how is it that I'm just curious? How is it that he's asking you out? Like with what purpose? As a friend or
yeah, just like he just would ask for coffee, or if I'd like to catch up for
uh-huh.
coffee or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, and again, please don't take it, the wrong way, but at no point did you tell him, "Excuse me, but you're seeing somebody. Why are you seeing me?"
Well, he only told me that at the last time I saw him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I
Well,
kind of just
even
was
though,
just a
I
little.
mean, it's not like she hoopla appeared out of thin air. I'm pretty sure that they've been seeing each other for some time, no?
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sophie, you have him. That's my prediction right now. He's still hanging on to you. I'm not even giving you false hope. Don't take that way at all. I don't do that shit to people. He's yours. I think if you get your shit together, just being honest, you're gonna get him back. Is that your biggest sorrow today, DSP?
Yeah, both that and
Both
just,
money.
life's circumstances, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course, making more money is everybody's kind of feel good situation. Let's just say,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Um. All right. So I'll tell you what. This is what I would recommend for you. Do you meditate today? Like, did you meditate today? Do you meditate on a regular basis?
Yes, but I haven't yet today.
Oh, right, because so early in Australia. Okay. How do you meditate?
I do this kind of, silver-based thing, which is like, the silver method? Like,
Silva,
it's
yeah,
just
I've
a
heard it. I'm
yeah, so
familiar.
like a,
Mm-hmm.
body relaxation first,
Right. Okay.
just a very, like, simple trying to relax your body, trying to
Hmm.
quiet your mind, and just try to sit in stillness. That's
Okay.
for about half an hour.
Let's introduce some magic into your meditation. Don't just sit in peace and quiet. That's all well and good for some time, but then I would recommend setting an intention in the morning. So right now it seems like your priority is your job, to find a job, to make more money, right? And and the second would be, well, wait a minute, how much money do you want to make, ideally?
I don't know, about like a regular amount would be 80,000 a year minimum.
We're not looking for regular here. What would you really want to make?
Yeah, yeah. Um,
150? Too much of a
yeah,
stretch?
sure. That'd be lovely.
150,000 a year, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So that's what you put. I hope you're taking notes. If not, it's still going to be available on my channel now.
I am.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. So that's one. Two is, what would you like your SP to do towards you? Like, we're not looking engagement, we're looking baby step. What would you like him to do towards you? There, you're like, things are changing in my favor.
Yeah, I just like more contact and more like, yeah, I just like to have fun, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just it was all really cut off really quickly. And I remember having a lot of fun with this person. So,
Right. Okay, I think job one is to
yeah.
get rid of that third party, no?
Oh, for
What do
sure.
you think?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. So maybe he comes to you and he says to you, "My darling Sophie, I make the biggest mistake on the planet. Could you please take me back?" Something like that.
That sounds pretty good.
Okay. I think we should start with that, right? I made the biggest mistake. I don't know what I was fucking thinking. And meanwhile, parenthesis here, you're gonna energetically shift. That's what happened. Um, That's what I suggest anyway. And it was a huge mistake. Like, let me make it up to you. I want to marry you. Blah 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 blah. Blah. But listen, inside your mind, you will know that, oh, this is a result of misshifting. I did this in the first place, and now I'm doing it again, but I'm doing it the way that I want it to be. Right. So the whole thing is you. So that's number two. And then three, like maybe a personal goal, maybe a health goal or something like that. What, do you have anything like that?
Um, yeah, yeah, for sure.
What is it?
I'd love to smoke less because I wasn't a smoker
Smoke
before.
less. Okay.
Yeah.
How about quit?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. Quit smoking. Cigarettes, I'm assuming, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So there you go. Very good. Third goal. And obviously, I mean, I think it goes hand in hand with the first goal, but get your own place, right? Maybe that's the
yeah,
first thing. Well, job, then place, then SP, and then quit smoking. Sounds,
yeah,
how's that? There you go.
yeah,
You have your four goals. What I would personally do every morning, I would focus on these goals, and I would feel in into the vibration of that parallel reality in which all four are present. I make this
yeah,
much money. I have this fabulous apartment. Go look online, check out some I'm sure maybe you're already, doing that, but do it with intention of, I'm looking for my place here. Okay,
yeah,
this is the place I'm gonna live in, and this guy's gonna come around, and then maybe we'll live together, blah blah blah, things like that. Hi Zara. um uh, and then you have this vibration that you're cultivating every single morning. You're getting into this vibration, and all of a sudden things are going to start sipping into your reality that will help you to achieve all these four. But in the process, I would definitely simultaneously do the releasing of emotions. And again, if you come into my coaching, I'll do it with you. And of course, I understand your situation, but whatever, at some point, maybe, let's hope. Um, but you can start sitting with the incidents that are really troubling and still in your mind, still troubling you today, and let your tears come up, let your fears come up, let all of that junk come up. And do the same thing for whatever it is else you're really struggling with and really wanting to release. That would be the work, the focusing on the four goals and then the emotional release. Because to me, like, there's really like a gold mine of these emotions that you still kind of like sitting on today, and that's the
Yeah.
only thing that really stands in your way and in your confidence.
Yeah.
um
The thing
yeah.
for me is that it's just like, how long can I cry about this stuff for? Like,
It doesn't take that long if you do it in an intense way. Like I'm gonna say from coach's perspective in my coaching, um it takes like maximum 10 days. Sometimes people really, it opens up a valve of like, you know something gigantic at some people, and they allow themselves for the first time to feel it, and it's just like, you know it just breaks open, and in 10 days maximum they just feel depleted of all of that junk,
mm,
and they've cried, and some of them even get like flu like symptoms and this and that. But at the end of that week, if you're really intense about it, you're no longer feeling like going there. It's empty. It just wants to
yeah.
come out. It just wants to come out, just wants to be acknowledged. By the way, your camera is blurred. I don't know if you mean to do that. um
Oh, thank you.
you're welcome.
Oh, it's moved.
Yeah, because it looked like you were. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's what I would do. And I would at night, well, this is me jumping ahead, but at night I would have definitely a practice of, again, in the morning you start with the rooting in that reality, and in the evening, just reminder. Some people do it 3 times in the beginning in a day. Excuse me. But you need to start reminding yourself where it is you're going vibrationally, all the while releasing all of that junk. And that's a pretty good start, I would say. Um, you're not going to be crying forever. I feel and I think that it's the intention that matters. If you're going into it with the intention of emptying it and parting with it, that's what's going to happen for you. You're not going to stay there. Like, a lot of people ask me the same questions in my coaching. It's like, am I going to stay there forever? No, you're not. It's the intention that matters. If your intention is like, well, this is it and this is my life and I can't do anything about it. I'm not suggesting that it's yours, Sophie, but if that's the intention of anybody, that's what's going to be. But if the intention is, I'm going in to release and talk about it and really leave no stone unturned of all the drama, trauma, panorama, then I will, kind of do this the right way and relinquish all of this. It's all about the intention. It's all about like literally scheduling yourself and how can I making you be disciplined, holding yourself accountable of how am I feeling right now? How do I want to feel? Where am I going? What am I doing? And then, I can give you other things, but then we'll never finish. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I think it's around the emotional stuff. Like, I think you're right when it comes to the intention. Maybe I haven't been doing it
Hmm.
like that. Um, yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it
that's really
comes
helpful.
in
Thank
waves.
you.
Sorry.
I think that's really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think it's gonna come in waves, but I mean, to begin to shift, you're gonna have to set that intention. I'm setting the intention that I'm going to relinquish this once and for all.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah,
powerful to do it this way.
yeah,
You know, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I think you will be like, I know for some reason, again, first time talking to you, but I feel for some reason that you have like crazy amount of potential that you don't give yourself the credit for. you know?
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know
I
how I
think
know it, but I just know it, and I feel like if you just do it baby steps and prove it to yourself that you can really do some crazy shit here, some real magic and miracles, you will
yeah,
definitely fish yourself out of this situation for sure. Because the way that you feel right now, maybe you feel defeated, maybe you feel some type of way. You feel this way because the situation is not yours, meaning this is not for you, kind of deal. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I
Yeah.
completely agree with you. It's funny how sometimes I'm really feeling good and sometimes I'm really feeling terrible. It's just like a bit of a
Mhm.
roller coaster, you know?
When do you really feel good?
Um, well, I I would say when I'm really, really feeling good, it's usually when I'm, with friends, um, and feeling comfortable,
Mhm.
which I feel like I've isolated myself a lot. So, um, I so when I do feel good in company, like that's great to me. Like I'm so stoked
Mhm.
when I'm feeling relaxed. And then I do some artwork as well, which is
Sorry,
really
somebody called me as you were saying, "I feel good
oh, that's
when,"
okay.
and then I didn't, yeah, I didn't hear it. Can you see me,
That's
by the
okay.
way?
Uh, I could. I wasn't looking at my phone.
Well,
Um,
I feel like I'm frozen, and then anyway.
yeah, I
Um,
can't see you. No,
yeah,
you're
I
black.
know. It's a problem now.
You liked
Okay,
speaking without camera though.
I know, I know, but for the people, you know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
sorry, back to you. What do you? Oh, I know at least it's still recording, but anyway, what makes you really feel high and happy?
Just joking around, really.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Hmm.
being silly,
Yeah.
just yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just like
What?
connecting with people in a silly way is
Yeah.
so much fun to me. Yeah.
What else?
Um, yeah, I do a bit of artwork, eating good food. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. But when you just said sometimes I feel really good, like what recently can you remember that made you feel really good?
Um, maybe getting some good feedback on some work I'd made, but
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
I I haven't felt great in a while, so it's hard to
Mm-hmm.
say, but, like, I can meditation-wise, I can get myself into a positive frame of mind and just,
Mm-hmm.
seeing my best friend and her child and having a great connection with them and having a great connection with people in my family, like,
Mm-hmm.
you're flowing, right? It feels good.
Right.
Being able to do things for people,
Mm-hmm.
I find really rewarding. It's a bit difficult when you don't have much income and it just kind of
Right.
gets in my head. But
Mm-hmm. Did you
yeah.
notice that all of the things that you just told me, it has to do with other people? I'm more
Yeah.
talking about you, darling.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is another homework I'm giving you now. Write a list of what makes Sophie feel good. Nobody else.
Yeah.
Selfishly. Or maybe come up with things that make you feel anything. Anything at all. But
Yeah.
it has to do only with you. Not making anybody happy, not giving anybody anything. Just with you.
Yeah.
Like what do you do for you these days? Like anything like, maybe, I don't know, go get your nails done, anything like that?
Yeah. I mean, I've been meaning to do that, but like doing my nails, yes.
Okay, cool.
Getting my hair done. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and just like buying some new clothes. Like feeling
Mm-hmm.
good in some new clothes was great. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Yes, that's what I'm talking about more. Like more the selfish list. The selfish list.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. So that's another one. And every day commit to doing something out of that list for yourself. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
go for an hour and be selfish. That's it, no matter what kind of deal. This is me time, because it's like when you start treating yourself this way, even like I often say in my coaching, like even if you can't quote unquote afford it, meaning it doesn't represent your lifestyle still yet. Just go buy something when you're ready. When you have the money and etc. Go buy something really stupidly expensive that you definitely love and can use, like I don't know, like perfume or lipstick, or like out of the ordinary, that you wouldn't spend money on, but that would be a representation of like where you're going, essentially. That's
Yeah.
like really indulging in loving yourself, things like that. But smaller things, you could do this too throughout the day. Anything else? Do you go for walks? I mean, what do you do now other than the nails?
Yeah. Like going to the gym and
Okay.
playing sport and things like that. Yeah.
Excellent. All right.
Mm.
That's great. Awesome. All right. Uh, So do more of those things and make a list, make a big list of all the things that you want to do for you or you can do for you, and do one thing, even if it's the smallest, dumbest thing. Okay. Like yesterday, I'll give you my example. Yesterday, once in the blue moon, I happened to be in the supermarket and I found my favorite dessert. Okay. And usually they don't have it. It was so like I was so happy. It's dumb, but I'm happy. Okay. So
Yeah.
look for things like these that will just continue feeding this vibration. Like, this is where I'm going, this is where I'm going, this is where I'm going.
Yeah.
Building your
Yeah, for sure.
confidence is like, this is my vibration. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I'm just agreeing with you.
Okay. All right. How are you feeling? You feeling better now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, from what I've heard, it's not a big deal. It is a confidence thing. You're absolutely correct. I just think step by step, little by little, you will gain your own trust. Okay. And then you will be able to trust people too. It's kind of like, I know where I stand. I know my energy. I know I'm stable. And those are the versions of people I will attract. Those are the versions of circumstances I will attract, because I will literally command them into existence. It's a lot
Yeah.
easier this way, right? Because when you mentioned trust issues, was it not trusting SP, or how did it work?
Yeah, that.
Not trusting SP. Okay, makes
Yeah.
sense. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So when you know what you're made of, your energy, what it's made of, you're going to be able to trust yourself. Like, what I'm going to create next. You don't really have to
Yeah.
trust anybody. You just have to trust yourself. What you're going to create. And I think when you have that, then you can really relax and just expect the things to turn out how you want them to turn out. But
Mm.
don't uh, how can I say, don't blame yourself. It's a learning process, and don't feel bad for where you are right now, financially and this and that. Things can happen overnight. Really, just overnight, you can receive some kind of a job offer, this and that. Boom, your life has changed dramatically. And every day look forward to that and do what I suggested. I think there's going to be a shift of some kind for sure. And when you can, I'll be happy to have you privately as a client, or if I'm can be of help. But it is the confidence in yourself, though. Like, look what I can do, look how I can manipulate reality with my feelings. And it sounds simplistic, but these little stupid things that really make you happy, they over time they build up an energy that's gonna, like, really, like, one day you wake up and like promotion, job, or sorry, not promotion, job, SP code, this, that, and the other, and everything's just like lining up for you. So just start building this new energy out of these little wonderful things and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay. Well, listen, I would dig through the entire um, history with you around your mom. I think that's the main thing. But the things that right now you can do, that you have. Um, Again, just like thinking back on these things, writing them down, it puts them on paper and you really are able to observe them instead of keeping them in your mind and in your heart. Um, so that's very powerful. But that's what, that's what my take is on your situation.
Yeah. Thank you. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me do this. Um, I hope I gave you enough for
Cool.
this experience in exchange. Sorry, this is my dog in the background. And yeah, just a part of me just wants you to sign up for my coaching immediately, but I understand that because now I'm really interested, in the rest of
Yeah.
the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. But
It's
start yourself and do let me know how it goes. I am really interested.
Yeah, I'll be in touch for sure.
Okay.
Thanks,
All right.
Anna.
Okay. Thank you again. Thank you for letting me do this. I hope everything
Thank
works out. I
you.
really do. And again, you can reach back out when you can and when you want to. I really would love to follow up with you. Okay.
Great. I
All
appreciate
right.
it.
Thank
Look
you,
forward to it.
Sophie. Big
Thank
kiss.
you, Anna. Big
Okay.
kiss. Bye
Everybody
bye.
don't go anywhere. I have a couple words to say.
Okay. See you later.
Okay. Bye. Have a great day.
You too. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye. Bye-bye. Okay, let's see. Okay, hi everybody. It's back to me. So I hope you learned something. I did give a little bit out of my coaching. So you meaning things that I advise and this and that. It's always custom made for every situation. I have a good sense of people in that like I have this intuition that helps me do what I do so effectively and channel and this and that. But every individual is like a snowflake, like I always say. But there's certain commonalities in psychology and just in practice, just having done this for so long that I already know. And like I say, I'm rarely wrong. On occasion, I am wrong. Maybe I didn't hear it. Maybe I didn't understand it correctly. But this is how it works. And then we get into, like I said, with Sophie, I would explore the history is the most important thing for me. And I don't care how many people you've done it with. I do it very thoroughly. We go through it step by step, and we really talk about the things that you haven't talked about in so long. And that could be, again, like the detox that you need to do that you don't want to do. Simple like that. And that takes me sometimes about, I mean, uh, 2 3 weeks, maybe a month with certain people, this and that. But you get so much done in that first month when you cover the history, because as you're emptying all of that junk out of yourself, the energy starts to shift within you. I don't know how else to say it. you know all these emotions, and just like Sophie asked me about processing emotions and will I get stuck there forever? No, you won't. It will be surprisingly a short thing for you, but you just got to trust the process and go with it. And I find it's very, very helpful to have a coach that to make sure you don't go off the rails in this process, to hold your hand and to make sure you make it through on the other side, not to get sidetracked into the darkness. You only have to visit the darkness with intention. When you want to clear something, when you want to, it's the intention, it's the methodology behind it, how to approach it. If you're just going there alone, yeah, you might get stuck there. Okay. So that's a really powerful process. And like I said in the beginning, by the time you end up learning manifestation, it's a completely different story if I had just taken you from the start and started teaching you manifestation. You would not be nearly as receptive. Okay, but like I say, but as I say, you have to be receptive towards this. You have to let me do my job. I know exactly what I'm doing. You have to be receptive towards ideas. If it's a little harder for you to get used to this, then you need more time. That's all that I'm going to say. You need more time. Allow yourself that time. Understand that these methods, I've used them for years. They work every single time if the person lets themselves be wide open towards it. So if you have any questions about any of what was discussed, any of what we kind of covered today, you can email me directly. All the links are below. And if you want to also do the session with me like this, like I already said in an audio, we can do it, but not next week, the week after. Okay. Like I said, I might do a couple of these if people are interested, and obviously they are. Um, we can have another person if you want to volunteer. Again, you don't have to be on camera, just like Sophie. You can be you can cover your camera, but you can't lie. You know what I mean? Like that defeats the purpose of the entire situation. So we could do that, but most certainly don't worry. Audio is coming maybe tomorrow, Monday, for you guys to get the message. I have a truckload of material, so don't worry. Things are coming, and this week you've gotten like so much material. It's ridiculous from me. Okay, Ketvi, thank you so much for guarding the fort. I saw all these comments being deleted. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, again, please reach out. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.